Hi loves, welcome to Fifth Dimension. So for today's reading, I'm going to be doing spiritual guidance messages based on the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. So pile 1 is going to be card 51, the Staff, with this angel aura. Pile number 2 is going to be card 38 with the Mystical Shaman and the Selenite. Pile number 3 is card 12 with the Coyote and this white Howlite. And pile number 4 is card 29, the Journey, with the clear quartz. So choose whichever one or more you feel guided to, and I'll see what your reading loves. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose card 51, the Staff, as well as this angel aura, then you're at the right place. So I already have your cards shuffled. But before I get into those, I want to go over the card that you were drawn to, the Staff. So card 51, this is immediately giving me the vibe of initiation, like just having passed some sort of threshold in your spiritual journey. It feels like a spiritual graduation, if you will. I feel like there's some newly gained sense of power or control in your spirituality or your spiritual gifts or your spiritual knowledge, just something that has shifted something for you in a very significant way. So you're either coming out of, I feel like most of you're coming out of. Mind you, there's lingering energy there. That darkness in the bottom, there's lingering energy of whatever it is that you have been going through. But definitely some sort of spiritual, like I said, graduation, like a PhD, if you will. Or master's. We'll say it's a master's because it feels like new. So I'm having emphasis here on the third eye, right? So your intuition obviously is the first thing that comes to mind, but also this is sort of feeling like having some sort of like revelation or some sort of clarity, and that's what it felt like before when I said something just shifted. I feel like something that happened, or yeah, that's what it is. It feels like some experience that you've had within this recent set of challenges or difficulty that you are overcoming or have overcome is really putting you in a place of like balance and sort of control. The Staff is like very grounded. It's this symbol of authority, of power, but also like it's like a title, right? Something that you it shows your, I cannot find words, all right? Also, okay, I'm gonna just say it because before, this is the second time I try recording and I keep on feeling like almost like when you get like gas bubbles in like your but it feels like in my throat, which is weird. Like it just, I don't know. It sort of felt like something's trapped, air trapped in my throat. And for me, like, I don't know if that's for you. Is it you or is it me, pile number 1? Because I don't know. But I don't like it. It feels very uncomfortable. And then the fact that I'm struggling to find words. Okay, but let's hopefully, now that I mentioned it, hopefully it goes away. So the Staff, this place of authority. I can't find the word still. I'm going to just hold on that, but it feels like you've gotten to a place of really where something that you've gained out of this past experience shifted your perception in a way to where all of a sudden things make sense at a higher level to where you were not able to see things before, and because of this, it brought your energy. You're able to have more control of your energy, and it feels balanced, whereas I feel like before it was either this or either that. You were either this way or that way. And I'm seeing like the yin yang. So masculine, feminine energy. The Staff being really masculine energy. it's a staff, right? If you get my drift. JK. All right, give me 1 second and then we'll look at your cards. Sorry, I tried burping and I still feel those ugly little bubbles, and I didn't even drink like anything that would, yeah, no carbonation, none of that. I don't understand. We have Goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. So maybe this is in regards to self-love. Like if you've been able to shift your perception of what self-love is, and all of a sudden it just makes sense. Whereas before it was just like a concept that was hard for you to grasp. I feel like that's strongly it. Because if this, I was just telling you, is really strong masculine energy, and then all of a sudden this feels like something new. This feels like something you're blossoming into, this energy. So perhaps you were in a place in your life where you had to be, and you're just coming out of, where you were, I feel like this was, you were forced to be pulled into your masculine energy, or certain experiences or certain situations in your life into which you took the more leadership role, versus the feminine role is not to follow, but to be guided. Okay, the masculine is the lead, the feminine is guided, right? But both of them in their power, none less than the other, and this feels very balanced right here. So that's, I think, what this is going to be about. You just graduated into a place of your yin yang finally coming into balance. So proud of you, pal number one. That is an amazing challenge to overcome. Trust me, I've been there. Well, I'm still there. Trying to figure that out. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. That feels like the same type of vibe, like mystic or teacher or priestess. Those are titles. Is that the word I was looking for? Like the staff gives you leadership, but it gives you like a title, right? You see somebody with a staff, you know that they have some sort of standing. And so that's what this feels like too, but in its femininity, okay? That's very pretty energy. And the pinks and purples, I'm loving that. That is self-love. That is, yeah, it's very strong self-love. Goddess of the Moon, another feminine energy, card 52, 51, 52. That's been happening lately in these readings, and I think that's real cute. Then we have your hard work is paying off with new moon in Capricorn. So remember, anytime you see the new moon energy, it's the message, but like the opposite of the message, because you can't see it, okay? So your hard work is paying off. You don't see your hard work paying off. I feel like you're aware that you've been putting in a lot of, I'm going to say work, but it's really just, well, yeah, I get a lot of inner work. You've been putting in a lot of inner work in trying to shift and cut off patterns that weren't serving you, patterns that were holding you back and not allowing you to grow. And even though I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit, because you got a master's over here or a doctorate, whatever stage you're at, like you're not giving yourself enough credit. Or maybe it's like that, like you just got a master's, but you're just like, I need the doctorate. And they're saying chill, like you're doing so good. You are in a place of really, the femininity is loud and clear right here. And I feel like that's something that is bringing in healing, willing release. Feminine energy is very healing. It's very nurturing. And when you are forced to be in your, or you just have to, you're pulled in, I'm not going to say forced. If you're having to be pulled into your masculine energy and how you live your life, but you actually most identify dominantly with your feminine energy, then that is out of balance. That means you're living your life out of balance, and that really just everything. If you're starting off with a foundation that's off balance, everything that you build on there is going to be shit. And then we have sadness, card 5. Yeah, I do think right here with these two cards, you're not giving yourself enough credit for the progress that you've made. That's a strong message for, I feel, most of you, okay? There is this, you are releasing. I feel like you're releasing, you're transforming long-standing connections, patterns, cycles, whatever, that you've been in that for a very long time. And that's what it took. It took you coming out of being pulled into that masculine energy and getting back into your feminine energy, reconnecting with your femininity, which you've been doing. It's very loud and clear in this reading, okay? This is all feminine energy, minus the Capricorn and the staff. Those are the only two masculines. This sadness about what you had to let go, sadness about sort of like grieving your former self, because this graduation also, I feel like initiation, like you've had to shed. And then there was a butterfly, right? Yeah, you've had to shed and transform your whole way of seeing things, maybe your whole life, literally in the physical, had to completely change in order for things to finally start shifting for you, okay? It was a dramatic change and you had to leave a lot behind. I feel like sadness associated with that. Yesterday's reading was about release. And, well, this feels different. But no, maybe not, because this is experiences that you've had. This is mourning the former you. And that's understandable, okay? Do what you have to do. And a big part of the spiritual journey, every time I say do what you have to do, I'm never going to tell you what to do. I can offer you things that I feel might, if I feel guided to say so. But other than that, like, it's not my place. Like, everybody goes on their spiritual journey in their own unique way. Some people have a full-blown teacher to, guide them. Some people can afford retreats and go and see like some spiritual master or guru or something. Others of us have books and Barnes and Nobles to free read, and the internet and YouTube and intuition and meditation and all of that, okay? And so we all learn in our own way. Just seek information, and some of it's not going to be for you, and then you'll find things that are for you, okay? So that's going to be a strong message for some of you. Before I close off, I am going to remember, you're not giving yourself enough credit for what you've done. You are releasing, and it is sad for you. So like I said, do things that you need to do to release that sadness, cleanse it out of your way, shift your energy out of it, and get back into your feminine energy, because you're doing a good job, okay? You're doing a really good job. Your energy feels very, I don't know. I just love the way that it feels. It feels very that. Pile number 1. Please give me an affirmation for pile number 1. All right. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Yes, that's what I said. Feminine energy, all of a sudden. It took you getting into your feminine energy to finally be able to heal, to finally be able to shift perspective, to finally be able to have understanding of situations from a higher perspective, to finally get the clarity, the guidance that you needed, and then allow yourself to be guided in the direction you're supposed to be, okay? To let things go, to heal yourself, to transform, again, with the dragonfly, to progress, which you have progressed, okay? Your Dr. Goddess Priestess. JK, that's what I got for you guys. If this resonated, please subscribe, like, comment, all of those things that can help me and my spiritual journey, as well as help my channel and this cute little community grow. Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number 2. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose card 38, the Mystical Shaman, as well as this Selenite wand, then you are at the right place. So, hello, fellow pile number 2. All right. So today's reading should be cute because you got the Mystical Shaman, which is literally like the main card of the entire Oracle deck, which is like boss, spiritual boss, okay? The Mystical Shaman is a manifestor, an alchemist, somebody who has their hands dipped in both worlds and therefore has an advantage. So yay us, right? Okay. I'm loving this vibe because as pile number 2 in tarot. In tarot, card number 2 is the High Priestess. So this is literally the same vibe, pile number 2, but that does not surprise me that this is your vibe, okay? So having that extra advantage in life and not allowing it to go to waste. Do not waste your spiritual gifts. Do not waste your spiritual knowledge. Do not for anybody, not for anybody, not for fear, not for nothing. Do not waste a beautiful gift. Pile number 2, that's a strong message for every single one of you. This is about rewriting your story, right? That's what manifesting is. It's like we all grow up in the bubble and we have this society that puts this narrative on what we should be striving for, what we should want for ourselves, what is correct and what is no, that's too risky and outside of the box. We like the stuff that, what is it, the teacher, the doctor, the fireman, the lawyer, those are the main, something like that. Not to knock any of those professions, those are all very important, but some of us just don't fit that. I can't see myself being any one of them, although I was a teacher for a very brief 2 years. Nightmares. Anyways, this is about the story, rewriting the story. You have all of the, like I said, you have your hand dipped in both worlds, and you have the power to change your story. Get out of your head about the narrative that's been put on you throughout your entire life and change it. Okay, that you have the power to do that. Just like I just said, I was a teacher, and that's like, who even is that? That's a whole nother life. That was a different book, actually. And this book is Fifth Dimension, YouTube sensation, tarot reader extraordinaire, JK. I'm just being really extra today. Don't mind my ego, guys, okay? The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits soul tribe. Ooh, you're attracting soul connections, and I feel like that's something you've been wanting. This sense of community, of being understood, which I know that resonates with me, pile number 2, because that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to bring in connections, growth for myself, because every single reading that I'm doing, I'm learning more and more, I'm connecting more and more, I'm growing more and more, okay? Like within and without. So, that's what you're doing. You're calling in energies that are going to allow you to like bounce off of each other's energies and expand and co-create, and it's beautiful. Nothing will come of the situation void of course moon. Okay, that's going to be a whole thing. I'll get into that in a minute. Card number 6, it is what it is. It's literally the same energy, double down. That's going to be a very strong message. We have card 17 with beauty. That's us. Ooh, my favorite card in this deck. Card 29, Awakening Genius. I love this card. It's everything. The card of intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. Look at those wings. Those are your wings. Like, look at you. Like, come on now. Normal wings are like this big, and look at yours. You're so extra, pile number 2, and I love it. All right, I have one more card. Oh, no, 2 actually. The Sun and 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Throat chakra, communication, using the power of your voice, using the power of your intention, what you speak into existence. Oh, I love it. Okay, so let's get into this. This is the only little shady ass energy over here. It is what it is. There is something. It feels like this is your focus. You are blossoming, you are growing, you are advancing, you are connecting, you are co-creating, you are manifesting. You are really doing that. You are rewriting your story right now, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, powerful time in your life. Pile number 2, you're making things happen. You're living life vibrantly with this awakening genius. You're being present for the most part, very present in what it is that you're doing, and setting very strong intentions. Where does the intention card right here? Setting very strong intentions for what it is that you're trying to bring in, or what story you're writing. In other words, what story is this? Are we right away I went to, like, what is it? Romance? Is it suspense today? Is it a suspense novel? Is it a mystery? Hopefully not a mystery, right? But you get to decide. It's all up to you. You are the mystical shaman. You are the high priestess. You are doing it. You are awakening genius. So my strong message for you is you are doing it. You're doing the damn thing, okay? You're taking it one day at a time. And obviously there's parts of the days, like this stuff over here, certain days that we don't always feel we can see this from an outer perspective, but you are doing a very good job. Strong message for you, okay? However, there is a little staggy energy over here. I would say staggy, like stagnant, okay? It's a little bit of a sort of a door that didn't open. Okay, story time. I see her, this beautiful creature over here, all adorned in her finest jewelry. She got her hair all curled up real cute. She's got feathers in her hair. She's got her sexy little cute costume outfit. And she's like, oh, sorry, I almost knocked the damn thing over. There's this door that didn't open, that she's aware that didn't open, and she's sort of like standing there, just waiting to see if maybe I was wrong. Maybe just because it didn't open 1 second ago doesn't mean in 2 minutes it's not going to open. There's like this heavy focus on something that's not happening, in other words, is what I'm trying to say. Nothing will come of this situation. Strong guidance to stop looking at the door. Stop looking at the door. Don't worry about what's happening over here. The longer you look at the door, the more the door is not going to open, damn it. That's a strong message for all of you. Stop looking at the door. Instead, turn your beautiful eyes, your beautiful gaze to all of this beautiful energy over here. What it is that you are manifesting, what it is that you are intending, what it is that you are creating. What new chapters are you writing? Write them down. Experience them. Imagine them. Fully imagine what it is that you are calling into your life. Are you calling in a soul tribe, some friends? Imagine yourself. What are you going to do with these friends? Where are you going to go? What kind of co-creations are you going to make? What beautiful creativity are you all going to... If this is a connection, which of course is pound number 2. Pound number 2 is always holding out for that, but I don't see that here. I just see this as far as what you want for your life, and you want to be happy. You just want to be happy. You want to be in your strength. You want to continue to grow. You want to leave behind any dense energy that is holding you back and making you feel sad or uneasy. And there's that door that never opened. And that focus there. Turn your focus away from that, please, okay? It's like this story you keep telling yourself. And I feel like by you looking at the door, you're telling yourself, chapter 1, she stared at the door with deep desire and the door never opened. End of chapter. Chapter 2, she continued to stare at the door that never opened, and it still did not open, okay? And that's what you keep retelling yourself. You keep retelling yourself a story that never happened. that never came to fruition, that you never got to experience what was on the other side of that door, but you long for it. You desire what's on the other side of that door, okay? But the more that you put that focus, keep repeating to yourself that doubt, is it going to open this time? Is it going to be chapter 6 when it opens? Is it going to be chapter 7? Or is it going to be chapter 25? Because I need to know what chapter it's going to open in, okay? You don't need to know. You need to turn your attention away from that and rewrite the story, okay? How do you call in manifestations? By setting the strong intention, which is right here, and then putting yourself in this beautiful sun energy, awakening genius. Go and live life passionately. And don't look at that door. You let it go. You let it go. You have imagining to yourself what's going to be behind that door and all of the beautiful things that you're going to experience. But until then, continue to be experiencing in the present moment and do not stop and look at that door. Because every time that you do that, you're just rewriting another chapter that says this door didn't open. Why? Because you're anticipating it being the same thing as before. When you're putting your attention there, you're telling the universe, I don't trust you to be able to handle it for me. I don't trust you to be able to give me the key to unlock that door. But you need to trust the universe, okay? Ooh, I really loved today's reading, and I'm going to take my own advice. Because sometimes I don't take my own advice, guys. Let me go ahead and pull you an affirmation. Also, click subscribe if you haven't already. I always forget to do that. I don't know if I should. I hate the idea of being like, please subscribe to my channel. But like, do I need to do that? Oh, yeah. No, I don't think I need to do. I just need to attract, right? Whoever wants to be with me will be with me. And that includes subscribers. No, I want it to come out on its own. There we go. Your affirmation pile number 2. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. So take that however it resonates, pile number 2, but that's what I got for you today. If this resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel comfortable doing, but please do something. It helps me and my channel grow. Until we vibe again, loves. Hi, pal number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose card 12, the Coyote, as well as this white Howlite, then you were at the right place. So before I get into your cards, which I have right here, the Coyote. You were guided to the Coyote. Why this guy? Why this little cutie? He is known as like the fox, a very trickster energy, okay? So the Coyote will lure you under the impression that he's taking you to something good, but really he's taking you home for dinner for him and his family, your dinner. Sorry to make light of this. Okay, this is actually really ugly energy. This is the feeling of having been duped and sort of like being upset with yourself for allowing you to continue down a path that you may or may not have been receiving guidance that path was not the right path for you, regardless of whether you were or weren't. It feels like lost time. It feels like setbacks. It feels like confusion. Like, why did that happen that way? I felt guided in that direction, so how did it ended up going awry or whatever, okay? But the good thing about the Coyote in this mystical shaman oracle deck is this Coyote is a trickster, but he's a trickster of the divine, if you will, of the universe, of the angels, of God. He came here to trick you, yes, but there was a reason why you went on that detour, okay? It was on purpose. So if it was leading you away from something that was not in your highest good for what it is that you want for your life or what's best for you, okay? Whether you can see that or not, which is where I feel all the confusion is. But at the same time, let's say it's not, it led you away from something, just that it led you into a situation that you thought was like the pot at the end of the rainbow. The gold at the end of the rainbow. Sorry, my bad. Unless you like pot, then the pot at the end of the rainbow, that's good too. But anyways, yes, the coyote. He did it for your highest good. So everything that you went, even if you feel like I just went in a loop and ended up nowhere, no, you didn't. There was lessons that you needed to learn. There was wisdom that was gained from experiencing whatever it is that you experienced in this divine detour, if you will, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your cards. I strongly resonate with this energy. All right, we have trust the niggle. What is a niggling feeling trying to tell you? That's just like the gut feeling, okay? So that's our most primal sense of intuition is our gut. We feel it in our stomach and we don't know how to explain it. This is, babies, kids know that. I don't know about babies, but kids know this. They just feel something's wrong in the pit of their stomach. And yeah, like that's the niggle, okay? Like it's very, like I said, it's very primally like ingrained in our DNA to feel something's wrong but not really understand where that pit in the stomach is coming from, and that's the intuition. It's energy, okay? Activating your stomach to feel that way because the energy is such contrast to your energy that it signals something different, a ripple, if you will. If your energy is this and this energy comes like this, it's going to interfere with your energy in a way that makes your stomach feel that way. So I feel like you more than likely have been ignoring a lot of these intuitive hits, if you will. That was a hard thing for me to understand with this, really, because I thought I'm an anxious person, so I tried to talk myself out of that a lot. Even now, that feeling, I'm just like, no, it's you making that up, because I have the capacity to make that feeling on my own, just sitting here thinking about anxious things. So that's where I doubt myself. I'm just like, is it a sign for me to trust that something's wrong, like alert, but I'm just like, or it's just your anxiety, and that may be something that you resonate with, pile number 3, where you just can't tell. You're just like, ugh, I don't know, but I don't like it. But that connects with that trickster energy, okay? Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. That's also like very, like there's no clarity. It's just so wishy-washy. It could be you feel one way and then you're just like, no, I don't trust anything that I feel. Let me the opposite. And then that doesn't feel right either. And it's just a big old mushy, cloudy mess. Sorry, pile number 3. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So this is the lack of, but yeah, that's what it is. The lack of confidence in your gauging your intuition. This is where meditation comes highly into play. When you tune everything out and get your energy to a place where it's just isolated, focusing on your breathing, focusing on the present, and taking yourself out of the past or out of the future and focusing on right now, there's this like, it's like a switch is flipped after a while, right? Meditating is always hard in the beginning. Card number 10, pay attention to signs. Again, this guidance of signs. Look at this owl here. You have been getting signs. Everybody gets signs differently. It's just something that stands out with you. That's all a sign is. And the thing is, the idea of that's just a coincidence that caught my attention. That's just I'm sorry for that loud ass. Can he not? There's a sign right there. It caught our attention. Just kidding. Or no, maybe that's what it is. Whatever catches your attention so overwhelmingly, pay attention to it. Don't think it's like, look into it. Especially with numbers is the easiest thing. Like all of it, you haven't been looking at your clock, you haven't been looking at your phone. That's why I call out numbers sometimes in the middle of readings, because I know I just saw 717. Stop. Because I said that, I triggered myself to look at my phone and it was 717, and I love that. But yes, that's why I do that, because I'm just like, I can be here for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes in a reading looking down at the cards and not seeing if I'm even on screen on my phone. But then all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, I need to make sure I'm on screen or that it's not blurry. And so I look at my phone and that number is at the exact time that my eyes set on the phone, and there's no coincidence. Okay, coincidences are, how does Abraham Hicks say? Cooperative incidences. So if we believe in manifesting and energy and co-creation, that you attract what it is that you are putting out, okay? That's the vibration. That's the radio station you're tuning into. So therefore, that's what you're able to pick up on, okay? That's what you're able to attract. And this is strongly telling me that you're doubting way over doubt. Like the confusion in this pile is new moon, cloudy, being tricked. She's out here in the middle of the night, you know, trying to find guidance, and the guidance is right there, but she's looking at us. A merry motive, card 20. Look at me, I haven't even freaking gotten all the cards. Okay, you see, I'm having them look at, it's so confusing. Just kidding. Magic, make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. Yeah, this is about trust. Look at the little fairies. I love that. This also feels the same, this merry motive, like little beautiful signs that the universe or God or Gaia or whatever is orchestrating little things for you, and it's so beautiful. Like thinking about it, just you're not paying attention, or you're just overlooking it as like that's just a coincidence, or I'm just deeply looking into that, like that's, you know what I mean. We have adjacent possibilities, and then we have 7th chakra, which is your crown chakra, your connection to yourself, your real self, the energy self. That may be out of balance. Yeah, that's definitely out of balance, but that doesn't surprise me, okay? This is nothing that you're doing wrong. Whatever this situation was powerful enough to like really throw you off of your game, really, like, just, you don't know what's going on. You don't know up from down, from right, from east, west, whatever. You're just all discombobulated. It feels like being in the spin cycle. There's just no sense of direction. There's no sense of clarity, and you're seeking guidance. You're wanting guidance. You're wanting something to make sense, or a clear path to open itself up for you. But the thing is that there's so many potentials, okay? This is reminding me of that message from number 2. You create everything, but it's also, this energy also feels at the same time very different. So maybe there's just a few of you from pile number 2 in this reading. The coyote and this divine detour, it's making you feel like you have no sense of direction of where you're going, or if you're even on the right path anymore. Let me show you. It feels like this is your path, okay? And this is like the present, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in your life at the end of this path. And you are walking on this path, and then all of a sudden this coyote shows up. And he's just like, hey, you know that present you're looking for over there? It's actually over here. Let me show you. And so you're just like, okay. And you felt guided to go that way. So you followed this coyote and you went, and then you ended up, poof. Actually, no, remember, he's trying to feed you to his family. And so you're actually dinner. Just kidding. OMG, pal number 3, there was so many distractions, starting with the phone cutting off, and then the dogs were barking and going all crazy outside, and then my dogs were starting to bark inside, and it was a whole theatric. Where was I? Distraction. There has to be something. You just feel like it was a big distraction, or you feel very distracted right now. Whatever. Okay, what was I saying? The coyote shows up and he invites you to the present over here, which is actually not the present. He's the trickster. He led you off your path. And then so by the time, let's say you find your way back, but you don't actually come back this way, so you end up, and then all of a sudden you're just like, where am I even going? Okay, am I still on the right path? Why did that happen? You're still like, just so like, I just lost so much time. If I would have, instead of going through that, I would have just already been like right there, almost to it, or something like that. Okay, I feel like it puts you in a place where you don't trust yourself anymore. Whatever it is that you experience, like getting eaten by this coyote's family, for example, JK. Whatever it is that you experienced in that detour left you in a place where you feel like you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your own ability to guide yourself, because you feel like, I was trusting myself when I followed him there, but that was all sorts of wrong. But what this message is strongly telling me to tell you is that it was on purpose. Because like I said, if it was guiding you away from something like that you're never able to get back to, or something, it feels that way, like it just closed a door for something, but it was for a reason. That door needed to close. Now for others of you, you just feel like you just wasted a bunch of time and putting all this energy and effort thinking that that was your way to the present, and now you have no present, and you don't trust yourself because you might end up in the wrong place. You don't even trust that the present is even on the straight path that you were originally going in. You don't know. You're just like, what if it's not even there either? Okay, there's this big like cloud of confusion and uncertainty in your ability to trust yourself, really, is what it feels like. Okay, but the signs are there. You need to come in tune with that. Like I said, strong guidance for meditating. Meditating doesn't have to be anything fancy, okay? YouTube has a bunch of guided meditations. When I first started meditating, it was like the most hardest thing in the world, because my mind was just like, nope, I don't want to be here. I can't concentrate. I can't focus. Oh yeah, what was I doing again? It was just so, because I'm so scatterbrained, if you guys can't tell. Naturally, I'm so scatterbrained. So trying to sit there and just like focus on the thoughts that are all scattered, like, no. And so guided meditations, in case, you know, you're new to meditating, just saying. But if not, like, it's soothing. Put some headphones on. It's soothing words. Find a voice, because there's so many voices on that do guided meditations, but find a voice that you resonate with, that feels soothing to you, that feels like a hug to your ears. Listen to it and just see what happens, okay? You may feel relaxed. You may feel clarity, something that you may be thinking of while listening to the meditation. All of a sudden may make something make sense, and it just goes from there, okay? But do pay attention to the signs. The signs are there. Whatever catches your attention, that's all a sign is. Coincidences, no such thing. Cooperative incidences, the universe bringing cooperative parts. I butchered that. I butchered that badly. Abraham Hicks is like, bitch. I'm just kidding. Get it straight. But you know what I mean. Law of attraction, man. I'm so dumb, I swear. Alright, this is what we got for you. Oneness is my true nature. This is coming within, okay? I feel like you're in a battle of fighting your sides, like 3D versus 5D, like fight your higher self, your energetic self is like trying to guide you very strongly, and you're just like, are you a coyote? That's what it is. It's really this beautiful, angelic, higher knowledge, higher wisdom, very like pure intentioned, high vibration. And you were just like, I don't trust you. It looks too good to be true. And you're just like, it's probably the coyote pretending to be, you know, because that's that trickster energy. And I feel like you're not trusting yourself, your inner self, because they're both you, by the way. That's what I got for you, pile number 3. Okay, so I really hope that that made sense, and I really hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, please do all those things that you need to do to help my channel grow. Subscribing first and foremost, of course, and liking, commenting. I love the comments that have been coming in. Thank you for those of you who have. Until we vibe again, loves. Hi, pile number 4. Thank you for joining me for your reading. So if you chose card 29, the journey, as well as this clear quartz, then you're at the right place. So I'm going to start off with messages before I get into your cards, which I have right here. You were guided to the card of the journey, which was very brave of you. This is initiation into a quest, right? An inner journey. What is an opportunity, but it's sort of like a challenge. You're being challenged to take advantage of an opportunity, but it's going to require you going on this journey, full-fledged on the journey, not just having a peek at the journey. No, like really committing to the journey. And that is a strong message for you if you were guided to this specific card, okay? The owl being here at the top of the crown chakra, illuminating with wisdom. Wisdom of what? Yourself. This is a journey of going within. This is not like a literal physical journey. This is you going into the complete depths of yourself and getting to know yourself on an intimate level, like I feel like you're afraid of doing, because taking on that journey is going to bring up everything. It's like, why do I always get SpongeBob references? LOL. Because I have an expansive library of it. If you know SpongeBob. Oh, how do people take me seriously? I swear. When he opens the drawers, like they're like, what's going on in SpongeBob's brain? And then there's like a bunch of little SpongeBobs, and he like opens the doors, and they're like looking for the files of this, okay? This is everything, accessing everything that's all the files, if you will, of your life experience thus far. And there's a lot of stuff that you have locked in those cabinets that is going to surface because it's time to address those things, right? It's trying to really get to know yourself and gain the wisdom that comes from every single experience that we have in our life. Every person's journey is individual and unique. Especially a spiritual journey. Everybody experiences in completely different ways, and a lot of us can resonate in things that we've experienced to a certain degree because of the impact that it had on our lives, okay? So I feel like that's the challenge and opportunity that you were being offered at this current time in your life, and it's about releasing boundaries. If you can see, he's protecting himself with his hands. He doesn't want to remove this like layer of separation. It's like you're separating you from yourself, really, is what you're doing. So you would be feeling imbalanced, but the fact that you were guided to the journey is letting me know that there's a will in you for change. Okay, there's a will in you for change, even though there's a lot of fear to remove that boundary of separation and really connect with yourself in the way that you need to. Okay, that takes a lot of work, a lot of inner work. And when people say you're doing like shadow work and all of these like spiritual terms and healing, and healing is not a spiritual term. It's very real. It's very difficult, and it requires you to be very raw with yourself. is the best way I can put it. It's like looking at all the little ugly things about yourself that it's so difficult to do, okay? You almost like squirm and want to refuse to see certain things, but it's like having only parts of a puzzle. Like if you're trying to, which I feel like you are, that's why the journey is coming up for you. You're wanting change. You're wanting a clearer, more united puzzle, if you will. And right now, a lot of the pieces are missing. Those are things that need to be acknowledged in you, okay? Things that need to be worked on. Yeah, and this is just like making changes and making commitments to yourself and turning what it is that you reflect on into a tool to help you going forward. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with that, but I am going to take a look at your cards, okay? Oh, real quick. You know what it's giving me? It's giving me like if you got teleported all of a sudden into this like strange dimension where it's completely new and scary and different, and there's no maps, you have no GPS, you just absolutely have no idea where you're going once you set foot on that path in this strange new dimension. And I feel like that's what it is. However, then a train shows up and it's like, I'll take you where you need to go. And you're just like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just get more lost if I take that train. But at the same time, if you don't take that train, is another one gonna come for you? There's just this like sense of mysteriousness, but fear of the unknown. Yeah, that's what it feels like. What else? Yeah, that's what it is. All right, we have ears wide open, card 33. We have balance, take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work. We have family and tribe, card 20. Ooh, I've not seen that card before, but I like it. The answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. Oh, I butchered that. No, I'm just going to give you the message. Where are you being called to journey to? Yes, the journey. You are being called. Ooh, look at this mysterious world. Didn't I just say? Yes, this is nice. This is not what I was picturing. This is much nicer. I love it. Yes, you are being guided strongly. You're being pulled because you feel that there's something there for you, but you're just like, but I don't even know what's there for me, but I don't know why I feel like I should go over there. Yes, that's what it feels like. But again, there's this boundary. And it's just like you're either going to, what? Okay, I was about to say feel the fear and do it anyway. And that connects with yesterday. Pile number 3 with the white Howlite. Are you the same person? The energy feels the same. Putting down the boundary. Putting down the boundary and trusting that it's going to be good. Whatever's there that you have no idea where to find it or how far beyond it's going to be, or whether anything's even there. Really, like, yeah, there's this like real uncertainty and this like lack of trust in yourself to move forward. And I feel like because of that, there's this like wall up. Yes, it is the same energy. I've exposed you. We have card 37, third chakra, Archangel Shaman. Please excuse my lack of pronunciation. And we have card number 12 with the Temple Path. This is where you're headed. You're headed to your inner temple. This is about connecting with yourself for sure. So yesterday's reading, that energy was different. It felt like connecting with a separate person, like the boundary in keeping, but wanting to connect with a separate person. But maybe it connects with today as far as like, oh no, it could be still family and tribe. It could still be connecting with another person, but it could be both. It could be you longing to connect with yourself, like in to truly know who you are and embrace your authenticity and express it into the world and just feel free. There's a sense of wanting to be free very strongly coming through. Let me take a look at this. There's a lot of stuff. I'm actually going to pause. Okay, pile number 4. So actually your reading is the clearest of all the piles. Your messages are coming through extremely strong, okay? So hopefully I'm able to relay everything effectively because there's a lot. So remember I said that more than likely it could be both. It definitely is both. There's oranges like fire here, like crazy. So this is the will of creating something. What is that? Creating this connection with yourself, a true connection with who you really are, your authentic self. And then creating that connection also something very authentic, something real, something very just real. I don't know what better way to do that. I feel like those are both things that you are strongly feels like fire, like pulled. Remember I said you were being pulled to something and not even know where it was? Yes, it feels like a pull, like a magnet, okay? A magnet is pulling and guiding you to connect with yourself. We have third chakra, which is solar plexus, okay? So the solar plexus energy is that of like the stomach region, but it's imbalanced. Very strong message for you because we have a balance. Take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work, but the fact that it feels like very similar energy, like very like fiery, and it tells me that I'm getting that it's an imbalance. How does this manifest itself? It is poor, like digestives, like stomach issues, in other words, okay? Stomach aches, stomach digesting, all that stuff. Just not feeling good. Like very low energy, because this is like your sun energy, the solar plexus. So where you get your energy, literally, it's your fuel. So you may be feeling extra tired, not really like lack of motivation. Definitely lack of self-confidence, definitely lack of like a personal power. Your power switches off. When it comes to you having confidence and trust in yourself, it feels very imbalanced, okay? Which doesn't surprise me because remember I said that this journey that you were being guided to go within yourself and really get to know you, really get to be honest with yourself, take a good look at yourself, at everything that you've experienced, heal what you need to heal from that, because that could definitely be where the blockages are coming from. There needs to be some shift in energy for sure, and that's what a spiritual journey is, okay? Which remind me to connect that with the tiger really quick on a spiritual journey. That's, again, it's bringing up that challenge. You're being challenged, but also it's an opportunity for growth, for healing, for just getting yourself to a place where you want, where you truly desire, because you are being pulled to it, which means that it's something that you truly desire. You're just not trusting yourself on it, okay? And it feels like an opportunity that's immediate because of all this fire energy is giving me like Knight of Wands, like needing to take action. Like it feels like I was literally gonna say like 5 different things at once, and instead nothing came out but us. Let's just take it back to the train, okay? Why am I making it complicated? The train shows up, it's the only train. It's the only train, pound number 4. All of this fiery energy is telling you, get on the damn train. Or you're going to stay in the lost abyss of nothingness and indigestion. Just kidding. The solar plexus energy is where you get your personal power from. It's where your confidence comes from. It's where you have the trust. Like, let's say, hey, I feel like buying a house or starting a business or trying a new hobby or whatever. It's your belief in yourself to pursue that. The will and motivation in yourself to take the actions towards doing that, but then also having the confidence in yourself to be able to accomplish it, whether it comes easily or not. Okay, that's what this is. This feels like, you know, it's not going to be easy, but you're right. It's not. The journey never is easy, right? There's always ups and downs. It's all the unknown. You have no idea, and definitely it seems scary because maybe the path that you're currently on, you already know. You already know what's over here to the left. You already know what's like 3, I was going to say meters, but I don't even know what meters are. But we're going to go with meters. You know what's 3 meters down to the right. You know that 1 mile down this path that there is a Starbucks in the left corner. Like, you know, like it's already used to it. You're used to it because it's the same path that you've been walking on, but it sort of feels like a path like you've just been going in circles. And what you want is guiding you outside of the circle. Yes. I love how that came out. Because I was not thinking that, but I love that it came out that way. Yeah, it feels like needing to do what you need to do in regards to shifting that energy. And I say take the opportunity, because guess what? Everything that you want is there. You're longing for connecting with yourself and being able to have the confidence and trust in yourself and really just be in your power. That's this energy. Be in your power. Know who you are and do your damn thing without anything getting in the way, okay? And being happy at the same time, because this is the sun's energy. You know, vibrance, giving life, living your life. Very fiery, very passionately, very happily, very in the moment, experiencing to the fullest. Yeah, that's what this feels like. Now let me get back to the tiger, about symbolism of the tiger, which is weird because it says family and tribe, and then there's just this tiger, and the tiger gave me the vibe of like that's like the bodyguard, like the family or tribe bodyguard. And this is just like an energy, right? An energy that's surrounding you. And the tiger is symbolism of spiritual growth, and sort of like clearing out. So that could be connecting with the healing that needs to take place. It's tiger, right? Like they're fierce, ferocious animals. Like, let's say somebody tries to break into your cave or whatever this is. Like, that tiger is going to handle it and scare that, toxic. The tiger energy is surrounding you now, guiding you to release everything that's toxic, to purify and keep you truly protected and safe. So yeah, that's something very, so that could be a message for some of you about like cutting toxic energies. And this doesn't have to be like, it could be situations, it could be people, it could be foods, it could be habits, it could be thought patterns, whatever feels like it's keeping you going in the circle, okay? That's going to be different for everybody. The power of the tiger, I just keep being drawn to that, because it just feels so out of place that it's standing out to me. You want to have a sense of strong community, and this could literally be like, you know, you want to be incorporated into your community, but it could also just be like literally family. Like you want to have a strong family unit that just feels right, that just flows and is fulfilling and safe and comfortable and productive. I don't know what that means, but maybe babies. I don't know. Well, yeah, there's very lusty energy in these two people. You know they're trying to make babies once the tiger is asleep. Just kidding. very warrior energy. So it's giving me back, like, it's giving me really like Leo vibes, like that. Oh, but yeah, but with the tiger too, the eye of the tiger. Setting your sights on and trusting that you have the discipline, that you have the strength to be honest with yourself and trust yourself and guide yourself to where you need to be, to where you're being pulled, okay? The eye of the tiger. I don't know why I keep hearing that. What is it? What is it? The power of the eyes. Isn't it like a hunting thing? Oh yeah, they kind of look like hunters. Like, I don't know specifically. I can't recall over the top, but maybe their eyes have, you know, like heightened senses to be able to like focus and target on what it is that they're hunting and then pursue it. Yes, that's what it feels like, okay? Like having the skills and the power and the strength to be able to go after what you want and attack it. This journey, attack it full-fledged, full force, okay, with your strength. I love that. Card 33 over here with ears wide open, and the answers you need are coming. This feels like I said, remember when we started off and you're in this strange world and you're just like unsure where to go, but you feel pulled to begin on a journey to find something that you're being pulled to. Your inner self, your inner temple, okay? With the ears wide open, this is telling you that to be, obviously this is uncharted territory for you, but ooh, again, the 3 and the 3, that's like the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, like gaining skills, building your strength, taking steps, moving forward. Yeah, this all feels like action and investment. So you're investing energy. Yeah, this feels good. I like this for you. This is a big opportunity to take a step forward for sure. Pile number 4. Be receptive with ears wide open. If you're asking for signs, oh look, there's a 3 in here too. 2 plus 1 is 3. Yay me, gold star. So dumb. Don't listen to me, okay? The answers you need are coming, which tells me that the signs, if you're not already seeing them and paying attention to them and trusting in them, then they will be making themselves known to you very soon, okay? Maybe in dreams for some of you, but for some of you, no. It's Gemini, so it's either or, maybe both. Maybe in real life and in dreams, things are connecting and you're just like, whoa, is that a coincidence? But no, it's not. Let me get you an affirmation card, pile number 4. I feel like I went way off into nonsense. You'll have to excuse me. Affirmation for pile number 4, please. Ooh, after all of this fire energy, all of a sudden we have super darkness. I witness the darkness within you. I know what this is about within you. And call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Oh, that's me. I'm the teacher of love. Yes, I am actually. I wasn't joking. Just kidding. Yeah, this is about you taking that challenge, taking that step, taking the opportunity that this journey is going to take you on, okay? Not be too, you are being guided through your fear. So that was that boundary that you were putting between you connecting with your inner self, which is usually associated with darkness, your shadow self, everything that you keep hidden or try to ignore or deny in yourself. This is all coming up, but it's needed to be transmuted into love, okay? How are you going to heal all of that darkness within you? When you encounter it on your journey, which you will, but it won't come out, maybe it'll come out at you at once. For some people it does. But usually, like, it's in steps, okay? So when you encounter some of this darkness on your journey, all of a sudden, trust that love is the only way out. Love is light, okay? It is the highest frequency. Love and compassion are the highest frequencies of them all. And that's the stuff that miracles are made of. So remember, love is always going to guide you through your fear. All right? Don't let fear take over. But that's what I got for you, pile number 4. I feel like, am I missing something? Through the eyes. Again, something about that. Something about your eyes. It could be your higher guidance, you know, like your third eye chakra, like higher guidance, trusting in that. But it could also just be like, have your sights set on something and trust in yourself, okay? Focus. I feel like there's like a strong emphasis on focus. All right, that's what I got for you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment if you feel comfortable doing so. Thank you for those of you who always do. I appreciate you. And so we vibe again, loves.